Suge Knight in the building. What up, baby? Suge Knight on the early walk-in, baby. TGI Friday, baby. No drinking and driving, you heard? Yeah, just get set up, man. The hardest thing is to get set up, baby. It's easy to work, but the hard thing is to set up. TPK in the building, baby. Let me know you can hear me, man. You know we got to make sure the audio right. Open sessions and giveaways, baby. Yes, sir. Suge Knight, go to work. Be safe out there, baby. You heard? Yes, sir, baby. We here to work, baby. Work and drop that knowledge, man. Make sure the camera, everything good. Yes, sir. Low in the building, baby. Few texts, you heard? It's just a few of them. It's not many, baby. It's just a few of them. Low in the building, baby. Yeah, I'm starting to get amped up in this motherfucker. Suge Knight, much love for that, baby. Much love for that, Suge. Like I said, be careful at the job, man. Halloween, don't trust nothing, man. A little after it, don't trust nothing, man.
This emotionless creation becomes the master of man.
Yes, sir. Oh, we got the ghosts in the building, baby. The hottest handicapper in Vegas, baby. All right, let me shut this off real quick. We got the ghost who's killing those tickets, baby. Like I told you, save that good money. You know why, baby. All right, man. It's going to be a busy show today. I'm glad a lot of people tapping in early. You know when you tap in early, you get the mandatory shout out. Don't come in the middle of my shit. You might not get shout out, and don't be mad at me. If you come early, it's the shout out moment, man. Like I said, TGI Friday, I can't fucking believe we in November, man. Where the fuck did 2025 go? Can anybody tell me? Only thing I can remember in 2025, beside my sports show, is me taking my car to the mechanic. That's all I can remember, man. That's real talk, man. I'm not here making shit up, man. I told y'all I don't be capping, man. Where the fuck did 2025 go? Can somebody tell me where the fuck did 2025 go? All right, now that we got a few heads in the building, I got MG Raider that's going to come through today, make a special stop. Hopefully we can get MG Raider in the building. If he goes on the Al York Sports page, he will be able to enter the show. Let's start the show, man. Al York Sports, you heard? 10 years and better, man. I ain't never gonna stop giving y'all this energy, man. If I stop doing that, then I'm not doing what I do, man. I'm a game changer. And if I'm not changing the game, I need to fucking sit it out like Tom Brady and retire. And trust me, I got 20 years of this shit left in me, if God lets that happen. If God don't let any of my body parts break down, like a car break down, oh, I got 20 years, easy. But I can't control my liver, my organs, my heart. I have no control of that. But I promise you, 20 years left if nothing go wrong, man. I love talking to y'all. I love giving y'all knowledge. I love giving y'all the energy. And I love giving y'all nothing but the truth to help you, God. Al York, the raw truth, baby. All right. You know I got to preach a little bit. Shout out to everybody. Everybody tapping in. Sandra tapping in. Nena, a.k.a. Esa Loca. Been missing a few weeks. I'm going to start putting you on punishment. Because you know you the female comment lady on my show. You the female that tears it up on the comments. So if you don't show up, I ain't got a female to tear it up on the comments. Real talk. All right. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York. Peace to the shooter. Let me tell you something. I could go a whole month, 2 months without talking to the shooter. But when you real with York, I'm always going to be real with you. And I love the shooter. Whatever he's into in Houston, God bless. Hopefully he come back to Vegas. Also, Coast to Coast Mike, my man. One of my biggest headaches I got, man. But I love that white Italian, man. That nigga keep it real, man. I got a free pick for y'all. He gave y'all Atlanta free money last week. Shout out to Few Checks, my man Few Checks. Shout out to Mech One, the R, Chico Lynchton. Chico Lynchton's far away. We need to bring Chico Lynchton back. Also, shout out to Arrowhead Media, 702. You need editing, any kind of film work. They're in Las Vegas. Ask for Candelaria. Like I said, Arrowhead Media, 702. Candy Candelaria. Hook up with him. Say my name. You get the discount. And he'll edit you in your car, in a castle, wherever you want to do. Candelaria is going to put the work at a nice price. Make sure you hit him up. Other news before I get into the show. Like I told y'all, we got the 5 sticks for the low. I don't need to say less than that. And also the apparel. I know you seen the picture I pulled up earlier. I got the paid in food joints coming in. And I already got about 7 orders on that. So y'all better move quicker. Those shits is going to fly. I'm telling you right now. I got the shits going across sideways. Just look at my story. You're going to see it on the story, man. And with that, let's start the show, man. I'm going to start off with, unfortunately, bad news in Irving, Texas. My team, the Dallas Cowboys. This week, some really sad news. The Cowboys lose one of their own, defensive end, Marshawn Kneeland. This is a sad story. I did my homework on this. He was driving. He got pulled over. For some reason, he jetted on the cops. Chased them, K9s and all that. They found his car with him not in it. He was in one of those potty. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Them shits you take a shit and pee at in a construction site with his head blown off. Sound kind of crazy, but then, you know, I just found out that his mother passed away that he was very, very close with. I know the feeling, because if I didn't prepare for my mom's to pass away, I could have been Marshawn Kneeland. Y'all who know me know I love the shit out my mom, because she wasn't really my mom's. She took care of me and became my mom and did everything plus what a mother could do. And I never, ever forget that. That's why I got her picture here 24/7 with me. So he had a bond with his moms. He also had mental issues. I don't know if it reached CTE, but he had some mental issues. And the sad thing, this is what fucked me up. He was the guy that recovered the blocked fumble for a touchdown on Monday night against the Arizona Cardinals. That shit is fucking crazy. The only thing I could think about when that happened is that his mother blessed him with his only probably touchdown in the NFL. It was a blocked touchdown recovery. And in his mind, I can't think for him. I'm only assuming. You know, I'm not Nostradamus. I'm assuming. That probably even got him closer, like, damn, Mom, that don't happen without you. And I heard before he pulled the trigger, he put, I'm ending it now, blast a text to his wife and everybody. So it could be two things. It could be the CTE possibility kicked in, or he just wanted to be with his moms, bro. I mean, that could just be it itself, bro. Believe me, there's bonds like that, man. Rest his soul. I wanted to make sure that I gave this story light. Rest his soul. God bless his family. God bless everybody that loved him, that was a part of him. This is a real tragic story. Young boy, second round pick a few years ago. You know, wasn't like a great player yet, but had a lot of things to be thankful for, man. And this is why I tell y'all, man, every day ain't promised, man. There's just so many shit. A million ways to die. Choose one. There was a song about that. Let me move on. Rest in peace. Marshawn Kneeland, God bless your soul, brother. Let's move on. We're going to go to the L.A. Dodgers. Everybody talk about they got the highest payroll. True. I'm not hating, because my Yankees did the same shit with Steinbrenner. So listen, Boston did it, Yankees did it, now the Dodgers are doing it. I'm not here going to hate on that. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Shout out to my man Pepe Le Pew. Big Dodger fan. His name is Pepe, but you know, I threw on a Le Pew in there. You know how I do. I always add an extra name on a motherfucker. The Dodgers showed not only that they were champions, they got outplayed in that series by the Jays. I picked Blue Jays in 7. I thought I had it. 3-zip lead. Bo Bichette went Yahtzee. They was cruising. Scherzer. Dodgers went out like fucking champions. I don't care how many of you motherfuckers are hating. I don't care about $339 million. I had Yankees team with payrolls like that did not fight like that. Did not fight like that. It seemed like every big luck went to the Dodgers. From that ball going to left center field in the bottom of the 9th, where the rookie Dean was like that to the umpires, and he could have grabbed the ball. If he grabs that ball, we got a 1-run game with a man on second. When he went like that and the umpires went like that, that made it 2nd and 3rd. Instead of a run-in, because now that changes everything. Now you bunt that run to the 3rd to try to tie the game. But with 2nd and 3rd, you don't give up that out. See, those who know baseball know that. I got IQ in baseball. I could talk 20 hours about baseball. I grew up playing baseball. Manufacturing runs, all that kind of shit, whatever. Then, the biggest mistake they made was Connor Falefa, who played for the Yankees, started out with Minnesota. If you go to YouTube and you watch the replay, when they gunned him out at home by like a half an inch when Will Smith picked up his foot, any manager growing up tells you, you never slide feet first on a force plate. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. You either run through the bag or you dive head first on some Superman Pete Rose shit and try to get to the bag. Sliding feet first? Do you know that shit took about a half a second away? And that's how much he got caught by. And not to mention, he didn't have a lead at third base. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying he fucked up. I'm not making excuses. Dodgers won fair and square, bro. Fair and square, the Dodgers won. How do you not get a jump off third base for 1 out and you so-called decent base runner? I got no fucking clue. That's what cost the Blue Jays the series. And it's either the coaches, kind of Falefa, they got outplayed, out-hustled, but they played a better series, if that makes sense. Dodgers showed true champions the fight of a true champion, and I take my hats off to them. I don't give a fuck about that $339 million because the Blue Jays played better than them, and they should have won. So that shit goes out the window. It was a mistake and non-participation and not being smart when you have to be smart. You got to get a bigger lead in that kind of Falefa, and you don't slide it to home feet first. Let me go to the next topic, then we're going to call in my man Mark Gillery. Big situation going on in Motown. The Detroit Tigers, Tariq Skubal, Cy Young Award winner. The guy's been like the best pitcher the last 3-4 years. Now you got schemes fighting the last 2 years for the best pitcher. Is going to be available. I think the Tigers already said they're not going to throw this guy no $500 million. They already said that. So right now I hear the Mets are going to go hard at him, and the Mets got all the pieces, and they're not re-signing Diaz that want about another 150, 200 mils. So they're going to save money from Diaz, and they got the pieces like young pitchers, young players to trade for Skubal, because the Tigers are going to want at least 4 now players for him. And they're going to want that young guy, McClain. They're going to want McClain and 3 other young guys to trade Skubal. And then not only the Mets are going to have him like a rental 1 year like the Yankees had Soto. Then they're going to have to pay the man. But Skubal is one of the best pitchers. If you're the Mets, You need an ace. That would be your ace. Gillery, where you at? Let's get my man Gillery in the building. We got Esa Loca already lighting up the comment sheet. That's what she do. Let me see if I see Gillery in the building. I don't know if I seen him tap in. Any of y'all seen him tap in? Gillery, where you at, baby? I hope he don't got a true. You know, he got them truly moments, man. He be bugging me out with them truly moments. Let me try to dial him up real quick. Give me a minute. Try to dial him up. I hope he's on my page. He's on my page. He should get in real easy. Okay, something's happening, but I don't see a picture. Damn,
I'm
I need to.
here.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't see my picture either. I don't know what's
I
going
know. I
on.
don't. You want to try again, or you want to just run with this?
I mean, let
Let's
me.
try again, because I do want to see you, brother. Yeah, so we got him, but we didn't get a picture for whatever reason. But if we can't get a picture, then we just gonna have to rock with him. All right, we're gonna try it again. Mark, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. This is some crazy shit.
Okay, let me try to
Um,
pull. Look, give me
what are y'all? What's going
Give me
on
20
here?
seconds, right? I'm going to try to pull you in, but I didn't see you on my page. It didn't say Mark Gillery is watching. If I
That's
can get
weird.
that, I can pull you in. Give me like 20 seconds because we can't have the people waiting. I don't want to keep my peoples waiting.
Okay.
Okay. Log out real quick. Okay. All right, guys, work with me, man. We got a lot for y'all, man. Let me see if I don't see Mark's name like he's watching. Mark, if you can hear me, go to Al York. If you can go to Al York, I can pull you in. Let me see if I can invite him first. Hold up. I'm going to snatch him up in my own way. Give me a minute, Mark. Let me pull you in. Maybe this might work. If this don't work, then okay, I threw the invite. That's all I can do for now because I don't see you watching the show. It doesn't have you watching the show live. That's what I need because I can pull you off from the live show. Damn, this the only thing I hate. They be trying to slow me down because they know I'll be ready to rectify something. So they gotta fuck with the technology on a motherfucker. You heard? Okay, Mark, if you can hear me, try to come in or something, because I don't see you watching. It's not telling me you watching. You might have to just deal with the voice shit. Yeah, Mark, come on, Mark. Technical difficulties, man. I hate this shit. Shout out to everybody. Let's keep it positive. No drinking and driving. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm ready to get this shit, and this shit want to act the fuck up. Shout out to everybody. If I ain't shout you out, love, man. Gillery, where you at, baby? Okay, let's pray. Let's pray. Oh, it ain't do nothing that time. It didn't let me pull you in at all, brother. Nope. It completely shut me down on that one. Okay, that completely shut me down. Okay, just try again, Gillery. If I get the voice, we're going to have to run with the voice. Fuck it. Voice is better than nothing, bro. Yeah, I see his name, but it's not giving me the ability to pull him in. Yeah, something fucking happened, man. Damn it. You got to get this popping, man. I'm fucking frustrated, man. The time I want to work, these motherfuckers want to fuck with me, man. God damn, man. Let me work, man. Fuck y'all stopping greatness, man. Let this shit go through, man. Mark, turn your phone off and come back on or something, B. Yeah, we got to rock, though. I got a bunch of shit for you, man. Damn, I send that request. That still happened. Yeah, I don't see the request, Mark. You might have to go in and out, brother. X-Man in the building, because if I can't get Mark, I got to get somebody in. I got too much work here, man. Yo, G, what up, baby? Shout out to G, man. I see you, baby. I'm going to post you up this week, brother. Good work, G, man. I appreciate you, brother. Word. Mark, I ain't forget you, Mark. Something's happening. I knew I should have ran with the voice, man. Now we can't even get the voice. Let me try to add you. I'm trying to add you. I'm praying. I'm praying. Yo.
Damn, I don't
Listen,
understand why.
forget about the picture. We
Okay,
gonna rock. Cause I
that's
hear your
crazy,
voice.
dude.
It's like you making a phone call. You heard?
The hell.
Fuck it. You know, I'm glad I got you on. I'm just glad I got you, period, dog.
All right, well, let's go with it. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
listen, I apologize, but like I said, I got no control of technical difficulties. I got no control of that. We going to my house stadium, brother. 8-2 Broncos, 2-7 Raiders, which is your Raider team. I don't know if you call it a good game, a horrible game. Bottom line, it was a 10-7 final. I thought it was a lot of funny shit that went down that game. It looked like Bo Nix is just bouncing the ball. Like, I don't know. I never seen him look that bad before. But the Denver Broncos found a way to win. Raiders found a way to lose. 10-7 in Mile High. It was actually 7-7 at the half mark. Second half, just a field goal by the Broncos. And not to mention, Carlson missed the chip shot for the Raiders to tie the game. What's your take on this game, Mark? We know you're a Raider fan. What did you get out this game, bro?
Well, first of all, as a Raider fan, as an Oakland Raider fan, and a lifelong football fan and Raider fan, I apologize to the Raider Nation. Um, this is a terrible football game. It had some promise at 7-7. The Raiders looked like they came out on their script. You know how these scripts look. Their scripts look great. They're based up on tape. Their scripts look great. It's a bunch of tape, bunch of scripts, not too much coaching. Coaching happens after the script is over. For those that are non-football fans, that's why teams win and lose. They start fast and they can't do it in the middle to the late parts of the game. Um, but the Broncos play down to their competition. I think the Broncos are much better than what they showed last night. And if they're not, then they're the worst 7-2 team in the league. Um, so I'm gonna chalk this one up to the Raiders being garbage. I think the Broncos are a much better team than what they displayed. And I think the NFL is a much better league than what those teams displayed last night. Because your boy here, I couldn't even finish the game, man. I couldn't even watch this football game. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, I had the Raiders plus 14 and a half. I like cheat. Not, I didn't tease them. It's not a teaser. I bought them up. You know, it was kind of an easy cover. But even at that, it was just a boring game, Mark. Like, I wanted to see Genty score again, and it seemed like every time a team was ready to score, you seen the flags thrown. So that shit was like on both sides, though. It wasn't one side, Mark. It was on both sides.
Not
So
just flag,
it made it for a boring game. You know, I hate when the referees make it their game. I
right,
referee, I umpire. I always let the game make the outcome, not me. And I hate
right,
when referees make it dumb. Like there was a play that the Raiders had. I think it was there was a hole in that was about 30 yards away. That had nothing to do with that play, Mark. Technically, it's holding because when you're holding, it's a holding.
right.
But god damn, when does it reach the point where like you just say, you know what, it got nothing to do with the play. I'm gonna hold this flag. You feel me? And there was that
It,
kind of an ugly game. Not making no excuses for none of them. Both teams played poorly. Referees made it dumb. That made it for a real boring, super boring game. And it's so boring, I don't want to talk about it no more. You got any last words before we move on?
No, I can't talk about that game anymore. That was terrible.
Okay.
And as a Raider fan, I apologize for that. This Raider iteration is just terrible. I don't. I this it might be the worst Raiders team I've ever seen in my life, honestly.
I seen worse players, but this is the worst with the players they got, how they playing. Because they got names. Crosby, Genty, Geno to a degree. Everybody hate Geno now, but Geno did good in Seattle. But they are playing as bad as you can play. So I agree with you. So we're going to move on. I'm not even going to give the statistics. Doesn't even make sense. Such a boring game. Let's go to a couple of trades, Mark. And I'm very interested to hear what you have to say. We're going to start off with the Seattle Seahawks bolstering their receiving core, considering they got a couple players hurt, Cooper Kupp, and they got another player hurt, and they picked up Shaheed from the New
New
Orleans Saints.
Orleans.
You
Yeah,
know
New
him
Orleans.
because you over there in New
Yeah,
Orleans.
yeah, yeah.
Rashid Shaheed, who I think is a really good, maybe tier 3, maybe tier 2, but definitely a tier 3 receiver with the core they got already with Jackson Smith, Kupp, and Morton that looked pretty good in the last game. Does this put Sam Darnold in Seattle on another level, Mark, or you just think they just the same team with an extra receiver?
No, this puts them on another level because they're already cooking. The offense is what's winning them games. The defense is what's lapsing. They are the Seattle Seahawks are rolling. If y'all ain't paying attention to the
Yeah,
Northwest, you better pay attention now because the
they're
Seahawks
smoking.
are smoking right now. Now, I'm
Facts.
not. I hope they're going to be able to sustain this, but I think this is a great trade. It was a win-win for New Orleans because New Orleans needed actually to make more moves than this. I'm surprised they just only made this move. But Rashid Shaheed wasn't getting any looks because the quarterbacks had no time in New Orleans to look for
Right.
Rashid Shaheed. And he's gonna I mean him and Sam Darnold are gonna fall in love. And also he's back with his offensive coordinator
Yes. Great point.
um
Great
that
point.
he was with before. So
Yep.
he's gonna pick up as a matter of fact, if you don't have him in your fantasy this weekend, you might want to get him because he's back with the offensive coordinator that he was with before, who went to Seattle, and he already knows the offense. So
Right. Right.
he just has to get that timing right with that quarterback. And what it does is it extends the field for all the weapons that
Oh
the
man, they
Seattle
fully loaded,
Seahawks
man.
has.
Yeah, they
So
got guy. They got Charbonnet who can come out the backfield.
yeah,
They got a nice tight end. Seattle spin. But let me get this in before I forget. They traded him for a 2026 fourth-round pick. He had
that's a
44
steal.
receptions. Yeah, 44 receptions, 499 yards, 2 touchdowns. But like you said, he couldn't really get the ball with Rattler because Rattler didn't really have time over there in New Orleans.
Right, right,
Unlike Donald, that Donald got time. Although Jackson Smith is the guy, actually the best receiver in the league. So he might lack touches because of that, but it doesn't mean that Rashid Shaheed can't get maybe 3 to 4 receptions, 20 plus yards, because he's a go deep kind of
right,
guy too.
right.
So I
And
think it's a perfect fit, bro.
yeah, yeah, he couldn't get that in New Orleans because Olave is the possession receiver there,
Facts.
which is kind of weird for New Orleans because they have no receivers above 6 feet other than Rashid Shaheed.
Right.
He's the only one that was above 6 feet. Um, but Olave was playing the possession receiver role, which is why he gets hurt all the time. But Rashid Shaheed was a deep guy, and there's just no way New Orleans can get him the ball. So I think he's in a good spot right now. I think he's probably like, thank goodness, man. I'm
Oh,
on a
definitely.
winning team. I thought that a fifth round draft pick for him though was kind of like what you give a you accepted I mean, you should have got a fourth round. I mean, at least a.
No, it was for a fourth round.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought it was a fifth round.
Yeah,
I
it
think you
was
said
for a
fifth
fourth
round.
round. But remember, fourth round in the NFL, that's some goods there. I
I
remember
mean,
when
Shaheed is
Mandy Moss got traded for a fourth round when he came to the Patriots. So,
Shaheed is
fourth
a
round
top.
is yeah.
Shaheed is 1,000 yard receiver in the next 2 years. So like, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight to give up to like accept for him fourth round instead of third or fourth. I thought it was a fifth round. So like, that's why I said that originally. But a
Right.
fourth, I'm okay with where we are on the fourth because New Orleans is like at the bottom. So that's gonna be an early fourth round pick, and they're gonna have two first rounds, I think, because of something else they did the year before. But and they're garbage as shit right now. So like
Right.
this is
Okay,
I
let's
want
pivot. Let's pivot because I got
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more for you, brother.
Sure, let's go.
I love that you want to talk, but unfortunately, even though I'm giving you the whole hour with me, we still got to cut corners. This is, I think, one of the best trades of the season. You might disagree, you might agree. Sauce Gardner going to the Indianapolis Colts. They were lacking a cornerback. They had cornerback, but one got injured. They're playing a lot of teams that could throw the ball in the next 4 or 5 weeks. And who better than to get Sauce Gardner, who just signed a 4 year for 120, was considered one of the best coming out of college, but they did pay the price for him. They gave up 2 first-round picks to the New York Football Jets and a wide receiver called Donnie Mitchell, who I heard dropped the ball the other day. But he's all right. But what I'm saying is the Colts get their guy. The Colts are solidified on both the inside trenches on the offensive line and on the defensive line. And they got some injuries in the backfield. That's where you get Sauce Gardner, who's considered right now one of the top 3, 4 cover guys. Your take on this pickup by the Indianapolis Colts, who are balling out right now with 2 losses, 7 wins.
Well, I think it's a win-win for the Jets, and it's a win for the Colts. The Jets suck, and they need to restart their entire team. So they need the draft picks.
I agree.
But this is a what I'm looking at this owner, the Ursay's daughter, and she's on the sideline, and she's like got an earpiece in. She's listening to the plays. She's talking to the players. She's talking to the coaches. I'm loving the Colts right now. I'm loving the ownership
Yeah, man.
group.
Danny Dimes, bro.
Man, like I'm just well, they got to make a decision about Danny Dimes, but like let's stick to the defense. Lou Anaramro has another weapon now, and like you have Shavarius Ward coming back off his concussion probably next week, not this week. Bynum, and you got Kenny Moore too that are added to Sauce Gardner, and and Sauce Gardner is like he's one of the top cornerbacks in the league. He's number one
Facts.
in coverage matchups. Has the highest rating in the NFL. So this was a good deal for the Colts. And
They
they
still got
they
Jalen Jones over there. Is he injured?
I'm not sure about Jalen Jones.
Okay.
I don't know.
Kenny Moore the second. Is he playing or he's injured?
Yeah, they got Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore's not injured. He's there. Kenny
Yeah,
Moore,
that kid
Cam,
got that kid could ball.
Cameron Bynum, and then like I said, Ward is coming back next week because
Right.
he's on concussion protocol.
Cameron
But
Mitchell. They got Cameron Mitchell.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know who that
Cameron
is.
Mitchell, not Cameron Bynum. Cameron Mitchell. Again. No, you're
Cameron
right. You're right. They
Bynum.
also got Cam Bynum also.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
safety. You're right. No, you're right, brother.
So
They
so
loaded. They loaded.
so
I
so
think Sauce is the missing piece.
the Colts are ready to make a run, and I think this is the first time in Sauce Gardner's career he's with a winning team. So
Facts.
I think he's like motivated. He ain't never been with no winning team. And so I think that's a beautiful time for a player to say, "Hey, look, I'm about to like make my stake my claim here and make this my home and try to
Facts.
win a Super Bowl." He ain't never had the opportunity until now. He came from a winning program in college. He ain't been close to that or sniffed it in the pros. And so like this is going to be a good opportunity for him as well. So and also the Jets get a chance to reset with all these draft picks. I don't trust the Jets with any draft picks. So we'll just have to wait and see what the
They
Jets
got a bunch
do.
though, bro. They got a bunch, but
They got like five.
they got a
They got
bunch.
three. Oh, is it 3 or 4 in 2026 and two in 2027?
Dog, they are
I
loaded.
just think they're just the Jets and they're gonna make the wrong moves all the time. So
Got
like
you.
we'll see what happens with the Jets. But for the Colts, I'm gonna tell you right now, this was a great pickup for the Colts. I'm really liking this organization. I like the squad. I think this was one of those things that has a potential to make them make have them make a deep run
Hell
into
yeah.
the
Yo, you
playoffs.
forgot to mention Sauce Gardner just got the bag this year. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean they
4
got to
years, 120, and now,
they're picking it up.
like you mentioned, like you addressed, now he's going on a winning team. Oh, baby, it don't get better than that. You got the bag, and now you on a winning team. You get away from that mess in MetLife Stadium. Because no disrespect, man. The Jets don't know what way they going. I mean, you got the coach high stepping on the sideline on a big play, and they were like 0-7, like when he did that. Like, that's how sad it is that they got to get happy over a play because they can't win a game, if that makes sense. I don't know, man. Keep trading everybody. Try to win it in the draft. Do what the Dallas Cowboys did when they traded Herschel Walker, and they had about 14 picks for 2 years and won about 3-4 Super Bowls by doing that. Any last words on this trade here, Mark?
No, other than that, if you don't know about Sauce Gardner, then like you got to look him up. He's number one.
Cincinnati, baby. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on because we moving like time is moving fast, and I got a lot of stuff for you left. Okay, I don't know. Once again, I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. He picks up a great defensive end in Quinnen Williams. Nothing to take away from Quinnen Williams. You lost Parsons, who's a linebacker. You gained Kenny Clark, who's on the defensive line. You gained draft picks. The line proved this week they're not the problem. They got Clowney in there. They got Clark. They got another guy with, I think, he's got like an African name or something, some Olo, I don't know, something. I could look it up, but the line is not bad. It's the secondary, Mark. So what? I don't understand how you get another guy on the line when they killing you in the secondary. You couldn't stop Bo Nix. You couldn't stop Jacoby Brissett. You couldn't stop Williams from Chicago. You can't stop nobody. And it's not the line. It's the DBs and the linebackers. So I tell myself, what the fuck is Jerry Jones doing? I'm gonna let you answer that.
I mean, I'm pretty much done with the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I
No,
think
I'm done with them too. But what is he doing, Mark?
I mean, what's happening with Jerry Jones is I've seen it happen. As you guys know, who are in football, who know football, the Oakland Raiders started out hot in the 2000s, right? When we brought Gannon over, 2000, 2005, Oakland Raiders were the hottest team in the league. Then Al Davis started to suffer. Um, he started to get old and started to suffer these delusions. I think we're in the Jerry Jones, Al Davis part of his life where he's just delusional about what a football team needs. He's old school. I don't even think he's old school anymore. He's just delusional about what this football team needs, and like his kids need to come save him. And like I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are doing.
Can I add on real quick, Mark?
Sure.
Why the fuck do you got Daffy Duck sitting with you? Why is Stephen A. Smith sitting with him when all he does is trash my Cowboys on TV? What
Well,
Jerry Jones thinking? Like he can change his mind? He
well,
can make Stephen A. Smith a Dallas fan by giving him a box seat?
well.
So
I'm
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 going to
saying,
agree with you. He is delusional.
well, I'm
Then he
saying
thought he
this
bring
too.
him in the game that the Cowboys were going to kick ass, and instead they got their ass kicked
Right.
by a mid-level or less than a mid-level team in the Arizona Cardinals with their backup quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. Talk to me, man.
I mean, Quentin Williams
He's a
should help,
beast. He's a
but
beast.
they gave up a first round draft pick for him, and
Let
so
me
that's
give you
a
the
hell.
no, no. Let me give you the exacts.
That's a gamble though.
Let me give you the exacts. Second round 2026 and first round 2027, and a guy named Mozzie Smith. Oh, I heard he ain't all that.
Well, remember they gave to get him, they gave one of their first round draft picks out of the Market Parsons deal too.
Yeah. Well, one first round and one second round.
Right.
They didn't give up 2 first rounds like the Colts did. They gave one first round, one second round for Quentin Williams, who was a number 3 overall pick in 2019, who they said his numbers are not severely dropping, but every year it's going down. Instead of elevating, they're going down slowly, which basically he's going the other way. Instead of climbing up, he's going more down. So,
And they still don't have a pass rusher.
oh, shit.
They don't have a
Him and
pass
Kenny
rusher.
Clark, but I know they're great on the run, but you're right. I mean, they got Clowney. I don't know what you expect from Clowney, but he's been putting pressure the last couple games.
I mean,
God knows how long that's going to last because he's injury prone.
look,
But
look.
Clowney's been getting on the quarterback. Trust me, he's been putting pressure.
But he's not like Parsons. So like
Right.
you gave up something incredible, and like you're gambling on that first round pick next year to get
Facts.
something equivalent back. And like that's a big gamble right there in the first round, a defensive end rookie to come in and wreck shop, and
Right.
you're gonna be a mid level pick because like they're not losing as bad enough to be top 10 pick. So, look, man, like, I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are doing, and that's not even my team. So, but
Yeah,
like,
let's move on. Let's move on before we start boring some fans. But the next one I'm going with, it's a team that you got no respect for, that I told you will make the playoffs, and they will, but they're going to lose in the first round. I agree with you. They suspect, but they found a way to beat your growing up team last week by 1 point, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And as they beat your Raiders, they also took a key player from you guys. Not that that mean much because the Raiders are 2-7. They ain't going nowhere anyway. But they picked up a receiver that I really like in Jacoby Myers, who played with the Patriots and then played with you guys with the Raiders for a 4th round and a 6th round pick. I want you to take quickly on that, and then we're going to move on.
well, CJ Stroud is out with on concussion protocol this week, so I'm going with the Jaguars and picking up Jacoby Myers. I mean, the Raiders got to do the Raiders. I the Raiders have to reinvent themselves. I'm not even sure we keep Max Crosby. I think we just need to trade Max Crosby and get some draft picks and redo the team with somebody that has a vision on how to do a football team because Max Crosby, as much as we're paying him, it's just not getting done. But the Jaguars,
Why
man,
didn't they
it's
trade him, though? You could get the most for him. Why didn't they trade him? Nobody, I guess they
because
didn't be.
because we're paying for something that's not yielding anything that's going to affect the win.
But what I'm
We're
saying,
not.
don't you got to trade him?
Yeah, I think we should trade him. I think
It's too
I
late now.
Well, no. It's too
The
late for
deadline is over, they said.
it's too late for the midseason trade. I'm talking about at the end of this year, we got to consider trading Max Crosby for draft picks and to reinvent this team. It's we haven't had a winning season with Max Crosby, not one. Like we can't do that.
Yeah,
It,
but you can't
it
say that. Crosby's
but
been balling
no,
out.
no, no.
Don't put that on
It doesn't matter.
Crosby.
It doesn't matter whether he's balling or not. It matters whether I'm paying him $45 million a year
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
he
not
can't
winning any game.
score.
If I'm not winning any games with the guy I'm paying 45, why am I paying guy 45? Right? So like, you know what? It's a business decision. The business of football means we got to trade Max Crosby for I'll put a rookie in there. I'll gamble on a rookie deal to do what Max Crosby does more so than pay $40 million more to lose um 14 games a season. I'm not paying one player $45 million to lose 14 games. That's if I'm an owner, I'm like, fuck that shit. And that's why you got like Miss Ursay, the daughter out there on the field. She's like, you know what? We ain't gonna be doing this shit. Other
Right.
teams might do this shit, but I'm a businessman. And when you think about football as a business, not as a fan anymore, and you look at it as a business, you go like, why am I paying Max Crosby $25 million a year and I'm 2-8?
You see, but you're not answering my question. Like, You're telling me everything I know. I'm saying, why didn't they trade it? If you know that, you've been a fan their whole life.
Because people fall
Why
in
are
love.
you holding on to him?
Because
They
people fall in love with
Philadelphia wanted
players.
him. The Dallas Cowboys wanted him. You got about 5 teams that wanted him. Why is he still in uniform? You
Because
could have got
because
pieces for him.
because they fall in love with the jersey and they think that he's worth a first round pick, and he's not a first round pick.
I think he is.
No, I'm
Hell
not
yeah,
giving. I'm not.
Crosby's
I'm
a
not.
beast.
I'm not giving a first round pick for Maxx Crosby if I'm any
I
team in
will.
the league.
Especially,
I mean,
listen,
I wouldn't.
hold
I
up.
would. I
Let
give
me
a
get a word.
second
Let me get
round.
a word.
I
If
give
you
a
a team,
second. I give a second round
oh, no,
pick, Carlos.
hold on, Mark. If you a team like the Eagles, whose pick might be late in the first round, I'll definitely do it. But I know what you're saying. If you're the New Orleans Saints, you or the Carolina Panthers that's going to get the top 6 pick, no, I agree with you. But the Eagles are going to be a winning team. You know they're going to be there at the end. Their pick is going to go in the 20s. Crosby's definitely worth that right now, bro.
So in
Definitely.
that
But I know
case,
what you're saying. I agree with you on the
right.
early first 6 picks. I'm with you. But in the 20s and up, I'll get Crosby in a heartbeat, bro. Okay, go ahead. You want to keep on with
No,
him, then we're
no,
gonna close it up.
no, no. I'm good with that. Jacoby Myers was a good pickup by the Jaguars. As a matter of fact, he's the reason why I got the Jaguars this week winning their game.
Yeah, they got it. I don't know. I got it. You know what? Let's go to the games of the week. You ready?
They played Texans.
Okay. Yeah, they got no CJ Stroud, so they should be able
Yeah.
to win that game.
The Texans played pretty well, like without CJ though. Like it's not gonna be a
I know,
cakewalk.
but Jaguars, I think they'll get him again. They got him earlier with CJ. I think they'll get him without CJ. But anyway, listen, plays of the week because we're running out of time. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, we're going to Germany. Atlanta Falcons 3-5 playing the 7-2 Indianapolis Colts. The line is 6.5 for the Colts, 48.5. Mark, we got to go quick. We don't have enough time. Let's get them, Mark. You've been good with this too of late.
Colts, Danny Dimes, and
Woo!
this new DB. But the Falcons are a weird ass team,
Yes,
man.
they are.
So
They covered
you
last
know,
week. My man had a
I
lot of money on them.
I would actually stay away from this game if I was a better, but I'm gonna go with the Colts as a pick 'em.
No, but 6.5. We're not doing it as a pick 'em. 6.5. Do they
I
cover or you like
dude,
Atlanta to
I
cover?
don't man. Atlanta can win the games. That's what I'm saying.
So
Like
then you
so,
like Atlanta with the points.
if I was doing points, I'd do Atlanta with the
There
points
you
on
go.
this
That's all
game.
you got to say. We ain't got to say no more than that. You
I
like
mean,
Atlanta with
I
the
just don't want anybody.
points.
I don't want anybody to follow me. This is like my personal
No,
thing.
listen, but this ain't free picks. This is just us talking shit,
But
opinionated.
I think, the Colts are going to win this game
All right,
because
all right. But you like Atlanta to cover the spread. Like I said New England was going to win. My boy had Atlanta, but I said Atlanta will cover the spread of 5.5, and they lost by 1.
I have more
So
confidence in the
something like
under than I
that.
do the cover.
Okay. So if I had a gun in my head on that game, I'm going to say the Colts win by a touchdown. I don't
Yeah,
trust Penix. And if Sauce Gardner's in that lineup, I don't know if he's playing this week. If he's in there, I definitely like the Colts. But that's not a game I probably will bet. But gun in my head, that's my opinion. Now we're going to Minnesota. 3-5 Baltimore Ravens versus
what's
the
that?
4-4 Minnesota Vikings. The line is minus 4.5 for Lamar Jackson and company. 49.5. J.J. McCarthy looked like a stud against the Lions. Does he show up this week against the Baltimore Ravens that's going to make that run that I told y'all when they was 1-5? Now they 3-5, and they might go like 8, 9-5 before it's all over.
They'll
Talk to
be
us.
they'll be 8-6 in Week 15. The Ravens, they're going to win this game easily. The defense is coming together, but
Finally.
Lamar Jackson is going to be another week healthier. You could tell he was a little bit limited. He wasn't running a lot last week. I think he's going to be much better this week, and I think the offense is going to find a way to take off a little bit. So I'm going with the over in the Ravens this week.
Okay, the Ravens, I told you, they're not playing no game. The game I thought Lamar was coming back against Chi-Town, Pretty Mo's team, the Bears, they beat them by 14, 15 points with Huntley. The defense
Right.
showed up. Huntley did a little bit of what Lamar does, beat him by 2 touchdowns. Lamar comes back. I understand Miami suspect. Miami came off a big win in Atlanta, shut them the fuck down. And I think those were good opponents for Baltimore, kind of like Lamar to spar with before they play the better teams. And right now, Minnesota's a step better than their last 2 wins. Now, I don't know if they're a step better than the Bears, even though they beat the Bears, but I know they're a step better than Miami. These are perfect games for Lamar to get everything back to where it was, to be on point, to be on schedule, kind of like spar fights before they start playing the Chiefs and the Bills, etc. So I love Baltimore to win this game. Do I love them to 4.5? No, but I say they'll cover the spread, even though it's hard for me to say that because I think Minnesota will stick around, but I got Baltimore definitely winning. I have to say 4.5. I can't play the middle, so I'm going to say they cover. Game 3, we going to the El Sombrero. You got the 7-2 New England Patriots who've been balling out. Haven't really played great competition against the Tampa Bay Bucks, who are 6-2. Bucks are minus 2.5, 48.5. Talk to us, Mark. Put
All
your
right, so
motherfucking comments in. Let's go.
I'm gonna go out on a limb right now. I love the Patriots. I like Drake May. I like the way he's playing. I don't love the Patriots, by the way. I'm a Raider fan. I don't love the Patriots. I just like the way this team is developing. They're looking really good. I'm gonna
Facts.
say this: the Bucks at home about to win, about to beat their ass. They've gone through a couple tough weeks. The Bucks have. I think the Bucks are about to tap that ass
Oh,
this
I
week.
thought you were going New England the way you spoke all that
Nah,
good shit.
nah. I
Oh, I
like New
like
England.
New England. I
I
like
like
how
New
they
England the
run
way
it,
they're
but I'm
playing,
taking the Bucks.
but
You
I'm
threw
taking
me
the
off on
Bucks.
that one. I'm not gonna lie. You threw me off on that one.
I'm taking the Bucks. Baker
Well, I'm gonna tell
Mayfield
you right now,
is going is going.
my man that gave out Atlanta Falcons last week. Actually, we were talking today. I was at the shop today. We were talking. We both love Baker Mayfield with the bye week. They're gonna be healthier, hungry. They got lit up in their last game, if I'm correct. And
Yep.
so now, it's time for them to get back on it. And I think New England's been lucky having kind of a favorable schedule. Not that they're not good. New England's good. But I think right now they're gonna get how you say
Uh,
that? You're
no,
gonna
no, go.
bite a little more. How you say that saying? You're gonna bite a little more than you could chew. What's that saying?
I don't know, but like
Yeah,
Drake
don't bite.
May.
They're gonna bite a little more than they could chew. And I like the Bucks to prevail. Bake money and company
I
gonna
want to make
cover
sure
that
I
two and
say
a half.
this. I want to make sure I say this. Drake May is having an MVP season. He,
Mace goat.
him,
I like Mace. I
him, and
love him.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, and
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield are having incredible
Facts.
quarterback years.
Facts.
So, but
Facts.
I think Baker Mayfield's about to go off.
Okay. I agree. So that means
I got the
take the
Bucks
yardage. If you guys are doing the yardage, take the yardage over. Take the
250.
over. Take over 1.5 touchdowns. Run with that. Baker's going nuts this week, and he should have one of his 2 receivers. I know Buckner's playing, but I don't know if Evans or if Godson is playing. One of them should be playing, and I think they're gonna tear their asses up. Okay, now we going to the game number 4, SoFi Stadium. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers 5-3. LA Chargers 6-3. I can't trust the Chargers when they got dudes hurt in the trenches, and now they got dudes hurt in the trenches again. And this could be a bad look for them because Pittsburgh looked like they're about to wake up after last week's game. What's your take on this game? 3.5 Chargers, 44.5. Talk to us, Mark.
I can't trust the Pittsburgh Steelers. This dude. I don't. It's my personal bias. I do not like um, Aaron Rodgers. But I gotta be objective about this game. I don't like the way the Steelers are playing. They're playing like to their competition, and I don't know
They
what they
played good
are.
last week. They beat the
They
Colts
played good.
clear. They
They
got turnovers, moved the
because
ball. They played
because
good.
they played up to the Colts. Yes, but
Right.
but they played up to the Colts. They
Well,
didn't look
Chargers
like
ain't a
that.
bad team.
They didn't look like that the
Chargers six
last
and
2
three.
weeks.
Right.
I got the Chargers on this, man. Like I'm gonna go. The Chargers have been struggling the last couple weeks. I think we're gonna put it together and beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Oh, wow.
It's not gonna be close. It's gonna be decisive.
Okay, I'm going to take the Steelers, still curtain. When you hurt in the trenches, especially the Chargers, Justin Herbert needs some big boys to block for him. And as you've seen when they played the Commanders, They played the Colts. They got beat up at home by two teams, one that's a losing record and the other one that's playing pretty good. And they got whipped on because the guys in the trenches were hurt. And now they hurt again. And I think the Steelers coming off that big win next week, they're going to ride that momentum with them guys hurt. And TJ Watt and them are going to be all in the backfield. I'm taking the Pittsburgh at least to cover the 3.5. Okay, Mark, last but not least, we go in the Lambeau Field. Philadelphia
Let's go.
Eagles 6-2. They beat the Packers 2 straight games. Last year they beat them at Lambeau. They beat them at home. Packers are 5-2. The line is -1.5 for the
Ooh,
Packers.
shit.
45.5. Talk to us, Mark. Talk to us.
I'm going
Put your comments.
Saquon heavy, and I'm going with
Wow.
the Philadelphia Eagles. So Philadelphia Eagles have to win this game because there's so much.
They don't have to win this game. They got
Yeah,
that division on lock, man.
this is a must win for them because
No, they not.
they have to win
They
this game.
beat these guys 2 in a row. They lead their division clearly. I'm going to go right now to the division. Give me a minute. Are you wilding? They have to win this game.
They have to win this game.
Oh,
It's
they up 3 games on the Cowboys. This is not a must win.
it's imperative.
Cowboys in second place, 3-5-1. The Eagles are 6-2. This is not a must win. Now, Green Bay, on the other hand, they in first place, but 2 teams are half a game behind them, Lions and Bears, and the Vikings are 1.5 games behind. So that's not even a must win, but the Lions and Bears are right in their ass. Ain't nobody on the Eagles' ass. They up 3.5 games in that division.
Yeah, I got the Eagles in this one, brother. Jalen Hurts is about to go off. So and I think Saquon Barkley is about to run all over the Green Bay Packers, which other running backs have been able to do.
Right.
Jalen Hurts is going to have a balanced game. Um, you know, I'm having a problem with Jalen Hurts though. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mo,
He's
you got to
not
move quick. I'm telling you, you're
J,
going
J,
too deep.
Jalen Hurts is not doing enough to win the games, man. He's like doing enough to like play in the games, but he's being way more too much of a manager and not really like taking heed of the
But how do
moments,
you
man.
take a team and then diss their quarterback? This is where you fucked me
I'm
up at.
I'm just saying, like,
It's like
they're
you
getting
got
too
hold on.
comfortable.
You gonna
They're
pick
getting
the
yeah,
you gonna pick the
I
woman. Hold
did.
up, you gonna pick the
I
woman in
did.
your life.
I
Hold up, you
did what
gonna
I
pick the
did.
woman in. Hold on, let me get a word, bro. You gonna
Yeah.
pick the. Oh, and listen, no disrespect to your wife. I'm just making an
No,
example in case she's
right.
watching. I'm not disrespecting her.
She does watch, sis, but be
Okay,
careful.
and I'm not disrespecting her. Beautiful lady, God bless y'all too. But
Yeah.
let's say you was picking a girl, oh, that's the one I want to be with, and then right after you go, but her breath stinks. I don't get it. Like, then why are you
Well,
picking her if her breath stinks?
I'll give you a better example. You date the girl, she likes it. She says she likes the tongue kiss. When you marry her, she don't like the tongue kiss. You can't do that. That's Jalen Hurts. He don't like the tongue kiss. So like my wife likes the tongue kiss. So like I'm all good. But
Right,
Jalen Hurts don't tongue kiss the fans. So like what I'm saying is he flirts, but he don't tongue kiss.
right,
So and that's the point I'm making. My wife does tongue kiss with me,
right.
so it's all good. That's why she's a keeper. Jalen Hurts is not a
Who you
keeper.
got in this game?
That's why he is the talk
Who you
loosely
got in this game?
of it. They talk about trading Jalen Hurts.
Who you got in this game? You still got the Eagles?
I got the Eagles because they got to win.
Okay, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna
Jalen
take.
Hurts has to have a good game.
I'm
If he
gonna
doesn't,
take the Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna tell you why. One of the best home teams in the game got embarrassed by a team that lost 12 straight road games in the Carolina Panthers. Not that Carolina didn't play. They played a hell of a game, but Packers should have found a way to win. They fucked up my money. I had them on 2 tickets money line. Instead of having a constructive weekend, I had a losing weekend because of dumb motherfuckers. But I think they come back strong. It's like what you said earlier. Some teams play down to their competition. They play up to their competition. Lions beat the Packers twice last year. Packers whipped their ass opening night. Eagles beat them twice last year. I think the Packers come back and get those motherfuckers. But let's move on. Any last words on the games of the week before we can move on?
no.
Okay, now we're going to have to go quick. We're going to choose one and why. You ready?
Let's go.
Wide receivers.
Oh,
Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron.
Megatron.
or Terrell Owens, a.k.a. T.O., in a prime. So both of them, when they're playing their best football ever, not career, in their prime, who you rather have in their prime, Megatron or T.O.?
I think To because of the versatility that he brought to the game. I could throw the ball deep. I could give him a run around. I can throw him to him in the flat. I can throw a screen. He's just so much more versatile than Megatron. I love Megatron, but he's just kind of like he was kind of like limited as to the kind of plays that he could do. To covered the entire route tree, and also he was involved in different kind of plays. He did reverses, and just he was just that
Kind of
kind of
like
player.
Debo Samuels, right? A little like Debo.
Well, no, Debo's like To.
No,
So
no, no.
like
But I'm saying like similar kind of game is what I'm
no,
saying.
No,
No, I know,
Debo.
I get it. T.O. started it, but they played a similar kind of game.
Well, no,
Oh my gosh.
Debo plays similar to
I
To.
know, but they both got the similar kind of game. I know what you
Oh,
mean.
okay, I'm not gonna
You're saying
because
that T.O. created it. Okay, fine.
To was that
That,
player first, so you can't
yeah, he
compare.
created it. And then
Yeah,
Debo followed his style.
and like so, and he learned from the greats too because he played behind Jerry Rice, and then
Yeah,
like
put your
also
answers in, guys.
and also he played behind Jerry Porter too. Well, actually, I'm not sure he played behind Jerry Porter, but like To is one of the best receivers in the history of NFL.
Right,
Despite his attitude, despite his personality, you got to give him grace on what he did on the field, and he's top 10 receiver in the NFL.
right, right. The thing to me that separates this two, even though Megatron created a great name in Detroit, everybody fucked with T.O. Everybody know what he did in Philly. Everybody know what he did with the Cowboys. Everybody know what he did with the Eagles. T.O. shined wherever he went. Started dropping the ball late in his career. I mean, really was dropping balls, but we're talking prime. T.O. on his prime is top three. I love me Megatron. And one thing that I found out that I didn't know, Mark, Megatron's faster than T.O. I think he runs, I think my boy was saying a 4.3, 4.4. T.O.'s a 4.5. So he's
Yeah, it
got
doesn't
him on
matter.
speed. I didn't know that. I thought
That
T.O.
doesn't
was faster.
it doesn't matter on the field.
No, but what I'm saying is I didn't know that. I thought T.O. was faster. But I remember when T.O. burnt Champ Bailey for an 80-yard touchdown.
I mean, but
They
like
threw him a short pass, and he just ran through Champ. Champ couldn't catch him. I said, "Yo, this dude's a monster." I never
football.
seen I never seen Meg do it like that. I mean, I've seen Meg go over the middle and leave the DBs, but I ain't never see him get like a quick flanker hit. Broke the corner and then took it to the house. I
Well,
seen T.O. do that.
football pad speed is different than bikini speed.
Right.
So like and we went through this in training camp this year with Xavier.
We gotta go
Um,
quick. We gotta go quick. Let's go, baby.
Har Harbaugh was like, I didn't even know you were this fast.
Right.
I saw the 40 time, and then you're burning my 4-2 cornerbacks deep for passes in practice. I didn't know you were this fast. Well, that
Got
40 time in bikinis doesn't say shit. So like, let's get off the bikini times and really talk about football speed.
right, right. Well, I got T.O. by a nose, but it hurts me to say that because I love Megatron.
That's crazy because T.O. is
Yeah.
like, way better
He's not way
than
better than
Megatron.
him. If you're gonna
Way
say he's
better,
way
way
better,
better.
you
Not
fucking
even the
wild.
same league.
I'm
Not
gonna
in the
send
same
you
league.
2 videos of both of their highlights, and we're gonna talk
Not
that
even
way better
not
shit.
even in the same league.
Okay. All-purpose player. You ready?
Yeah.
Now they're not the same position, but they both can play each other's position. But one's a wideout, one's a running back. But both of them could play on both. Percy Harvin, aka Mercy Percy,
Vikings.
or Vikings, Seattle, went to a few teams out of Florida, or Reggie Bush, aka 169. Talk to us, Mark.
I'm gonna go
Talk to
Red.
us, Mark.
Well, don't talk to me about Reggie Bush. That's my favorite player of all time. Reggie Bush. I like Percy Harvin.
I love Percy.
But he's not Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is the most versatile player that God ever invented to play the game of football. Um, Unfortunately, he went to the Saints, but he did it really well with the Saints, and like
Both of them
injury
underachieved in my
injuries
book in the NFL.
in NFL, but like
College, they killed it. They killed it in
the well
college.
well one killed it, one was great.
Yo,
Um,
Percy did work in college. You
well,
wildin'.
I'm sorry, but Reggie Bush was
No,
is
no, Reggie
probably
was through the wall. He's through the wall.
he's probably the best running back in college football history. That's how good Reggie Bush was. And also he was a great NFL player. The offense didn't catch up to his talent though. Percy
Oh no,
Harvin,
so I seen him out there like I was like, Bush, what we doing, fam? He had one good game that I've seen that he had a
they
punt
had a few
return,
good
kickoff
games.
return, and a rushing touchdown, but he did not look nothing like what I expected. I expected
Well,
him to dominate the NFL, and I'm
he
not
did,
gonna lie, I
he
was
did pretty
saddened.
well.
I was saddened.
He did pretty well, but he played with the Saints, and then like he
Played
he
okay.
had a few injuries, and he was
Mark, he played
a journeyman after
okay.
that.
I know
Journeyman
he's your
after that.
favorite play. He played okay.
He played pretty great with the Saints. Like his first play ever in NFL was a punt return. So like
Okay, let's move on because I'm gonna throw in an extra one. I'm gonna throw in.
I'm gonna go with Reggie Bush, and like it's not even close.
Okay, I'm going Reggie, but unlike you, I got him close. I think Percy deserves respect. But yes, I got Bush clearly, but not like what you think. It's not a margin like that. I got it like a small margin.
It's a huge margin.
Okay, I'm going to throw this in for you. This is two New Orleans Saints running backs.
Oh shit.
Numbers are kind of similar. George Rogers or Deuce McAllister. Talk to me, Mark. Mark,
That's
talk to me.
that is actually that's the best one you've done. That is the best one you've ever done. I'm gonna have to go, and only because I know about George Rogers.
Good.
I'm gonna have to go with George Rogers. They're very similar running backs, and they probably have very similar numbers.
Very
I
similar
just
numbers. One's bigger though. Rogers is a lot bigger than
I'm going,
McAllister.
and the reason why
McAllister's tough.
I'm going with Rodgers is because he was a more violent running back. George Rogers was one of the most violent running backs in the history of the NFL.
Right,
He ran, and he tried to kill people, and he's a big dude.
right.
Um, like Scatterboo runs like him, but as a small dude. Imagine like Scatterboo as George Rogers, right?
Yo, Rogers led the league in rushing in his first year. That's all you got to say.
They had that meant the mentality of George Rogers was if you try to tackle him, he wasn't going to try to kill you. He was just going to kill you
Gotcha.
because you're trying to tackle him. So while Deuce McAllister was very nice, the mentality of football by George Rogers is which puts him over the top for me. I love both those running backs,
Yo,
but
Deuce.
I think
Yo, I had a
George
Deuce.
is
Yo,
violent.
I had
George
a
is a
Deuce
violent
jersey.
dude.
Hold up. I bought a Deuce jersey in Jersey, New Jersey. The gold one. That shit was like 380, Mark. I had to get it. I ain't see
Yeah, I
nobody
get it.
in
I
New
get it.
York with the gold Deuce McAllister shit. Yo,
I
I had
get it.
about 30 motherfuckers. Yo, real talk. Yo, where you get that at? I got lucky. They had one jersey. I copped that shit. Matter of fact, I still got it. I can send you a picture of it. Real talk. But anyway, I would say Rodgers early. I think Deuce had the better career because Rodgers was injury prone. But if at they peak, I gotta go Rodgers. I agree with you. Copy?
Yeah, because a lot of people are talking about Deuce, but like a lot of people aren't old.
Hello? Mark? I think I lost him. Mark?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, Mark. Say your last words, Marcus.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't old enough to remember George Rogers, and he's enshrined into he was already enshrined into the Hall of Fame for the New Orleans Saints in 1992.
I
So
knew you knew about him, though.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was the first round draft pick in 1981. So like a lot of these people on here don't even know about him. So that's why
Exactly. I knew you
everybody's
knew
picking
him, though. And you
Deuce.
know what? They could go to YouTube and look George Rogers highlights and Deuce McCall. It's real simple. You go to YouTube, you put their name with highlights, it comes right up. That's what I like to do. People and people got to go there. They got to, if they don't know, find out. That's what Mark,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
don't know something, don't you go find out?
Hey, and
I
like
go find out. If I don't know how to do like a resume
so these people need to
or
go
build
look.
this shit, I go to YouTube.
Yeah.
It teaches me.
Yeah, they need to go look up George Rogers because, like, just saying Deuce because you don't know who George Rogers is not making a choice.
Exactly.
But like, hey man, look
I
up his
watch both
stats.
of them play.
Look up his stats. The
Yep.
dude, like, off the hook. I'm
Off
telling
the chain, baby.
you,
If he didn't
big.
get injured, he would have gone down to one of the best. Mark, any last words, Mark? Because I love that you like to stay on, but I
No,
can't
it's
go
it's
2
all
hours,
good.
dog.
It's all good, man. Hey, you know what? I'm looking forward to cousin Xavier Gillery coming back to the Baltimore Ravens very soon.
Okay.
I don't have an exact date, but like word on the street is he's coming back very soon. So and he's probably going to make the active roster too. So I'm looking forward
Okay.
to that. The Ravens are about to go into the playoffs
Told you,
with some
man.
with some Guillory in them. So that I'm looking forward to that.
Real quick, Mark. Just 2 words. Oregon covers the 6.5 versus Iowa. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, they're playing at Iowa.
Oregon has to make a big statement this weekend because they've been like the last 3 weeks they've been like bitches. So like they have to make a big statement.
Okay,
Um,
Mark, I got half for you today, but I'm very proud that I got you in. Thank you for making time, my brother, and thank you for understanding the situation. You know I got no control of that, but
I
I
have no
can't
idea why
wait
the
to I
video's not
can't wait
working.
to
What's
watch
going
the
on?
replay because your voice is extremely clear. So
That's
I
crazy.
know exactly
This is
what
the
you're
first.
saying, and
This is the
I
first
can't wait
time.
to watch
Yeah, this is the first time the video failed. I have no idea what's going on.
it. But listen, brother, you did a tremendous job.
Okay, all right, man.
Okay? We'll
Take
get
care,
up
brother.
soon, my brother. Have a great
Yeah,
weekend. And
you
like I
too.
tell your wife I was only making an analogy.
She was listening already, so like she understands. She get
Okay, my brother.
all right, brother.
Okay, Mark Gillery in the building, MG Raider. Now we're going to go to free picks, and then we're going to do the spinoff. Free picks this week. Get your pen and paper. Okay. Oh, wow. I see a lot of people tapped in. I have to, Mark, hang up. Okay, here we go. Noah Parker, 2-1 last week, by the way. He got Virginia -6.5 over Wake Forest, Virginia Cavaliers. He got Oregon Ducks -6.5 over Iowa Hawkeyes. Oregon to cover the spread 6.5. And last but not least, he got the underdog Stanford Cardinals +7.5 versus the Tar Heels and Belichick +7.5. Now we're going to shift to Al York. But let me go to my man, Coast to Coast Mike, who gave you a clear winner with Atlanta last week. Though they were losing by 14, but they came back, missed the extra point for the tie, could have possibly won the game, missing the extra point to end up losing by 1 point. I don't understand how these field goal kickers can't make extra points, but they lost by 1 point. Great call by Coast to Coast Mike. His free play for this week, he beat me to the punch. He likes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -2.5 versus the New England Patriots. It's not the El Sombrero no more. It's Raymond James Stadium, but I still call it the El Sombrero. Baker Mayfield and off a bye week. It's going to be real hard for New England to go over there and beat these dudes. They could, though. Drake May, Stevenson, and company, Vrabel, head coach, are playing really good ball. But I think the Bucks prevail. Pick number 2. I'm going to go with the Packers. They looked like shit last week against Carolina. They played down to their competition. This week, they're going to play up to their competition. And I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row on Lambeau Field. Give me the Packers -1.5. And then I like a money line parlay. Money line parlay. Give me the Colts money line, Ravens money line on a parlay. That pays more than even money. More than even money. And last but not least, 2 teams, 6-point teaser. Bring Arizona against Seattle. They play good in the 12th man. They play good against the Cowboys. Seattle doesn't play as good as home as they do on the road. And I think Seattle probably wins a nail biter. Give me Zona +13. And I'm bringing the Lions from 8.5 to 2.5 because they got to go to Washington and beat up on Mariota, which I think they could do. And I hate to say it. I know it's early, but I think the Commanders are going to start tanking because Williams is out. They old on defense. And if they tank, they get a better pick, et cetera. You know how that works. They know they're not going to win without Jalen, and their defense is horrible with a bunch of old motherfuckers like Wagner and company. They ain't going to win nothing. So I like the Lions bringing them down. Those are your 7 picks. I got 3, Noah 3. My man Mike, Coast to Coast Mike, giving out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we going to the spinoff. Everybody that won got one win. Nobody got more than one win yet. Maybe now when I spin it off again. Good luck to everybody. And let me know if you guys can hear me, guys. Hear me. Let me know. Okay, I see the light. I see the green lighting up, so that means y'all can hear me. Let me play a little music, and we're going to start this off, y'all. I see Tapia tapped in. Salute to Tapia. Okay, let the best person win. Let's go. Summary coming next. I'm starting to beat my code. I ain't beat it yet, but I'm about 85%. 85%. Yo, Doug, you gonna give me highlights on that USC game? Give me the highlights with Northwestern. They got 14.5 points. Don't give me the other side. Give me the Northwestern part. Round 9, giveaway 1. Let the best person win. 1 through 20. Summary coming next, guys. Okay, 1 through 20. Honey barbecue wings. We're going to switch it up. Honey barbecue wings. Here we go. Salute the Midwest Mo into the Chicago game with his son. Have fun over there. Enjoy it. Don't buy too much food over there because they'll kill you on the food. You get like 2 hot dogs, 2 sodas, and a pretzel. You don't got $66 you gave up already, bro. Here we go. On my go. 1 ball only. Giveaway 1, round 9. Nobody got more than 1 win. Real new round. Everybody should join. If you ain't joined, this is the time to join. Winner is, giveaway 1, round 9 is. Got a winner. Got 1 ball, you see it, right? Let me back it up. I like to kick everything where you guys can see it. No funny shit. Giveaway 1, round 9 winner is number 8. Number 8, that's my boy Ghost. Ghost is in the building. Salute to the Ghost. Ghost wins. Giveaway 1, round 9. Salute to the Ghost. Giveaway 2 coming up. Ghost is on fire. Winning his tickets and gambling. Winning the giveaway. So now we get another first-time winner, round 9. Nothing but first-time winners. Giveaway 2 coming up. Ghost is cleaning up. 21 through 40. Yeah, don't forget the summary, y'all. I'm gonna drop some shit. 21 through 40, guys. Now we going lemon pepper. We going lemon pepper. Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings. Let's get it. On my go. On my go. Round 9, giveaway 2. Got a winner. I know y'all can see it. Because if I can see it, y'all can see it. Round 9, giveaway 2 winner on 11/7/2025 is number 34. Number 34. Midwest Mo, baby. Midwest Mo is your winner. He's at Chicago Stadium tonight with his son, and he's going to run into a nice surprise with a W. Salute to Midwest Mo, and now we're coming up with the summary. Let's close it up, guys. Okay, round 8. Tapia came out the gate and never looked back. He was up 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. 4-1, and he won like 10-4 clean. Tapia clean. This round's a little different. We got nothing but one-time winners so far, which is good. Everybody's very much in the race. Personally, that's kind of how I like it. Keep everybody in it. But if it doesn't work like that, I don't hate. You got to salute the winner. Whoever wins, salute them. You can't hate. But if it was up to me, I like close races because it keeps it interesting. Everybody's alive. Kind of like a wild card. When you add the wild card in baseball, a lot of teams are alive. I like that. That's why I like the wild card. Salute the Midwest Bowl. Salute to the Ghosts. Ghosts on fire all week. Ghosts killing them. Let me get into the Dallas Cowboys situation. You know, kids committed suicide, and it's just you know, you guys, you know, if it was depression, I don't know if it was depression, the mental thing, CTE. I mean, I'm not a doctor. They didn't come out with it. They just said he had mental issues. That's what I was said. That's what I was told. Mental issues. But if it's just mental issues, I know a lot of people with mental issues, bro. You know, it's a tough situation because we all been, or at least I can speak for myself. Well, we thought about it. I mean, I went beyond thinking about it, you know what I mean? And I'm not here to have y'all look at me a certain way. I mean, it wasn't sweet my whole life. Well, whoever y'all niggas thought it was sweet for me, if y'all only fucking knew. There was times that I almost tapped out twice. That's all I got to tell y'all. And it's in my blood. My wife tried to off, not my wife, my mom's tried to off herself. Real talk, my real mom, not my one that took care of me. My real mom tried to off herself. She went through the procedures and everything. Bang. Real talk. It just didn't murder her. It didn't murder her. You know, and it's real. You know, you depressed, problem after problem, and then if you're doing drugs, it only gets worse. Seek for help. That's basically what I'm trying to tell y'all. Taking yourself out is never the right answer. You're going to hell. I mean, whenever you murder yourself, it's like a murder. You're murdering somebody. You're going to hell. Seek for help. There's always another route. No matter how bad shit gets, believe me, we all been there. A lot of y'all that seen me winning my whole life, I've been there too. There's times that I wasn't winning. I just always made it look good. I don't cap. I never capped. I just knew how to hide shit, but I didn't cap. Cap is when you lie. Oh, I'm doing, no. I didn't cap. Seek help, man. When you got mental issues, seek help because it's too easy to take yourself out. It's already like, it's becoming a style already. It's like a style. It's not the answer because you're going to hell, man. Not only that, you're not thinking the people that do love you, who you hurting doing that. It's like you don't give a fuck about them. No, real talk. When you do that, you like, fuck you to my girl, fuck you to my kid. That's what you're saying without knowing it. Because it's being greedy. Taking yourself out, you're hurting your loved ones. That's being greedy. You don't want to be greedy. You want to be a man about it. Go get help. Find the answers. There's help, professional help that can have you on the right path. And there's even God that can get you on the right path. God exists. I don't care how many of y'all tell me God don't exist. For me, I know there's a God. I got God moments that I can sit down with you and give you about 50 God moments that I know I didn't do it. It was God. So I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Oh, you bugging, God, God. Yeah, you think that.
You better seek him. Because sooner or later, you're going to start getting punished for not believing him because you ain't trying to believe that he exists. He's out here, dog, just like the devil's out here. Two-way street. Devil's out here, God's out here. That's real. We don't know what they look like. We don't know what they feel like. But both of them is out here. That's why you got crazy shit that happens, and then you got miracle shit that happens. It's a two-way street. If you're a God believer, you don't think there's the devil, you need help too. Because the devil's working hard. Let me tell you right now. The devil's working. Every time a nigga commits suicide, that's the devil. The devil won. That's why you're going to hell, because you roll with the devil. You feel me? So anybody that commits suicide, that meant the devil got him. The devil won that battle. You can't do that. Don't do that to your family. Don't do it to yourself. And there's always something to live for, man. You know how many people in prison, hear me out, that would do anything to get 1 year, one of your years, to be back in the world, to eat McDonald's, to eat ribs again. Anything, hug their daughter, go swimming, give up anything. And you motherfuckers is taking yourself out because money or girl? You fucking serious? Now, if it's CTE, you got issues. That's something that they can't, it's a real mental disorder. That's different. You're sick. But if you got mental issues, like meaning like, you always depressed, that could be worked on. But CTE is a whole other. CTE is like AIDS. When you get AIDS, you basically done. Basically. Unless, that SEBI shit be working, but you're basically done. But if you just sick that you could be cured, you could be saved. But the moral of the story is, man, cherish your fucking life. Millions of niggas locked down that would do anything to get 1 year off your shit, and you here bodying yourself over bitches and money. Come on, man. What we doing, man? What we doing, man? God bless to Kneeland. I don't know the exacts, but I know he took himself out. He was close to his moms. He had issues mentally and whatever other problems he had, rest his soul. And I just had to talk like this because I have a platform and I got to use it as constructive as possible. I can't only just be an entertainer. I want to also drop knowledge on y'all. And it's nothing to drop knowledge, man. It's nothing, man. I can give y'all everything I've been through so y'all don't have to go through it. Real talk. I don't care about that. It's all about helping motherfuckers, man. Me helping motherfuckers, that makes me happy, dog. That I'm older now. Making extra money, it gets me happy, but that's not all I'm chasing no more, man. There's other shit to chase, man. Because I tell people, if you're chasing money all day, when you die, they're going to forget about you in a year because all you did was chase money. Chase love. Chase love. Build your love with your peoples. You want to last for a long time? You want to be remembered? You want people to celebrate your birthdays? Show them love more. Because if you're chasing money, you ain't giving them nothing to remember and nothing to celebrate. Al, your sports, man. Love y'all, man.